Well, up the first climb for the day. So the wind, it's alright at the moment, probably like yesterday morning, but as I get towards the top it's going to be stronger and colder up there. The lady at the guest house was pretending to shiver, saying, like, have you got a jumper? She said, doing like the, I was just thinking, like, what are you doing? It looked to me like the Morgan Rogers golf celebration. The day brings 72k to Cape Sōya, and then I'll be coming back a different way, a quicker way. And especially with the wind, I just hope it's not too affecting the bike handling. Yesterday it was actually okay, because when it's more of a headwind, it's not as bad as a crosswind. Yeah, I was thinking last night, oh, I've got to get my gloves out the bottom of my bag. I forgot, so I have to have a big rummage at the stop whenever that comes, or have big cold hands. It's like being in Wales. I'm always thinking about the bears. So I'm losing an old way. Look at that here now. Well, that's me all wrapped up. I feel like I'm going up to the North Pole. Obviously it's not that cold, but the contrast from what I've had and you know, is quite big. So I've got my gloves out, just stood in this supermarket entrance because I was going to be up there. I just stood out there. I was getting cold, so I've had a big feed. The wind is really cold, and it's meant to get colder up as you get up there. So my bags are now quite empty because I've got most of my clothes on. So I'm thinking, like the gloves, I was thinking, I bet I'm not going to end up using them on the trip. But my hands were getting a bit cold. So yeah, I'll head up to the top. Look a bit silly, a bit of a bit cold. Well, the wind, it's obviously still windy, but it has died down a little bit. The good news, well, with emptying my bag out a bit on the front, I can ride on the drops. It's getting a bit misty. The market came at just the right time, because I started thinking, like, going through Wales, looking at the map, it looked like there were some towns before, but then I was thinking, oh, maybe all these towns are just like farmland. So that supermarket came at a very welcome point. It's also, I never stopped at the shop before I left that first town where I stopped. So I was thinking, oh, I'm going to need some calories. Had was in my bottle, like 750ml bottle, and it's about half full of sports drink. I was thinking, oh, I have to sip this and ration it, and I was hungry as well. So I had a good feed at that supermarket, stood in the porch to eat and get more clothes on. I didn't seem to mind. Not a 7-Eleven. I think now it's just over 30k to the top, so I'm quite looking forward to getting there. And I've got 3 Snickers, some biscuits, and both my bottles and out full of sports drinks. So that should see me the rest of the day, or at least I can get some lumps. Get some proper meal. Yeah, so it's very grey skies. I think it's just mist. I think it did say the chance of rain was quite low. So let's just hope that stays that way. Alright, bye again. So this is the start of the last climb of the day, 7 of 7, and it should be dropping to the coast. Or at least no more climbing anyway. And some sort of quarry over there. Oh, I've got a little bit of tailwind at the moment. Which makes me concerned for the way. Which way am I? Oh, I'm looking forward to getting there. Too busy talking. So I'm meant to be going up here. Don't know if there is a road. Definitely ain't going up there. Can't see any other way through. Unless it's through there. Oh well, I'll see where I end up. Yeah, it just looked like all gravel roads are back down here. And then I can turn right a few k's down and get back on where I'm meant to be. Hopefully I'll miss out that climb as well. So it's first sign, Cape Sōya, 23k. The wind is back and I'm back on where I should have been. So I would have popped out along there. So yeah, they've obviously not built that road yet, I guess. So the last slog into the wind. Look at these flags. Hokkaido cows. So Cape Sōya and the coast and the wind turbines are pointing that way. Anything coming? No, across we go. Oh, misty. Misty sea. So it'll probably be along this road, I'm guessing now, to the tip. Is that 9? 8.8k. This isn't it, still 3k to go, but I thought I'd stop and have a look. Looks like a bear sign. Well, not pointing in the right way. Right, that's got to be it over there, pretty sure. But guys, to slog this last bit. It reminded me of Cape Sōya, when I had to go over those little climbs at the end, make it hard work. But this wind, and now I'm concerned about what to do, because I was going to carry on down the coast on this way, but it'll be more headwind, whereas if I just turn back this way I can get to Wakanai pretty quick. So have a look at the map when I'm there. Well, here I am. I was going to make a video, so quite cool one-handed in this wind. Well, I'm not quite here. My thoughts of getting here, first thing in my head is like, I hope it's got a loo. I'm bursting for a pit. But yeah, it's good to get here. So, I'll go and do the touristy take picture things, I guess. Well, here I am at the top, the northernmost point in Japan. Some other people want to take pictures, so I'll just move. Oh shit! Hello, I'm at the northernmost point in Japan. So I thought I'd say hello. So since leaving Cape Sōya 23 days ago, obviously this is day 38, or I thought 9, but from Cape Sōya to Cape Sōya, 23 days, no rest, well no rest in the whole trip, 3,066k from Cape Sōya to Cape Sōya, 132k a day average. So I thought I'd say hello. It's bloody windy. So I don't really want to hang around too long because it's too cold. I'm tempted just to go back where I come from. I think I've done that before. But I'll go and try and find a cafe. That's a loo. That's a gift shop. That place is. This is the only cafe or restaurant that's shutting. Unless this is one. Well, luckily one of those places was a restaurant, and I know, I said, if no one's putting all my stuff on, I know, I said, I look an idiot, and I know I do, but it's warm in here and it's keeping me warm. So luckily I had a bit of cash, because that combini last night didn't have any cash. So I was going to carry him along the coast and head down that way, but I just can't be bothered going into that wind anymore. So I might head to Wakanai. It's 30k with the wind, so it'll be less than an hour to get to there. But I'll have a look now. Even here, there's another bear sign in this restaurant. The only person here, the one next door was shut. He was like, no, and I was like, oh, burn this one. This one was open. See you. Oh, it's much better going that way, even though it's definitely not as windy as what it was. It's like this always say that, but it isn't. They're not blowing as much. That's still, well, a little bit of blowing. Yeah, so I can't remember if I said, but what I'm going to do is get to Wakanai. There was one cheap place, well, a dormitory, but there was all the Japanese inns. All the hotels quite expensive, but there's a Japanese inn, so I'll see if I can get one of them. And then if not, there's a campsite on the edge of town, which I'll pass on the way in, which is free I think, but it says it's got showers and toilets. So if I can find a cheap guest house. As I say, it's not the best weather. And I need to put some oil on my chain since I've been doing it every now and then every time it rains, but when it rained the other day I never did it, and I can tell you it definitely, I don't know if you can pick up the sounds when I pedal. It's definitely worth coming up to the top. I don't think the wind is meant to be strong tomorrow when I was checking the weather. So it's been good. Well, I just had to stop at the traffic lights. I just came through them. But the campsite there, and there is a company there, Don't know whether to go and have a... I mean, obviously, it's going to be better to be in a hotel. Don't know if I can be bothered with the faff of trying to find one. Because if I go there, I've got to come back in the headwind to get back here. Well, I went past a hostel, which was deserted. And I think I'd rather camp than go in a dormitory, actually. And then this place here, number 1. So technically number 2. Let's see how many I have to knock on the door for. Oh, I've rung the bell. Konnichiwa! Not looking good here, even though it looks the right place. Oh, there's no one at this one. So annoying. Oh. Hello? I'll just go and grab a room. I would if it was like weather, but probably wouldn't, but I'd be tempted. Well, I got a room finally. That last one, that woman did turn up in the car just as I was going, but there was no room. And then she kept going, "Oh, it's cold." Well, in making the, "Oh, it's cold." I was thinking, yeah, I bloody know it's cold. And then I went to the train station where there was quite a few, and then some like derelict buildings. Couldn't tell if they were like open or not or whatever. And then there was one which just over the road which had like hotel written on it, so I thought that's definitely one. But it was, you could tell it's going to be a bit more expensive, but then that was full, and then he's pointing me over the road, and I got this one. So yeah, my bike's in the reception. A little bit more, not too bad, just under 40 quid, but yeah, you become invested once you start knocking on the doors, and then once you're getting cold and you go in and it's warm, you don't care what price they say. You're just like, yeah, I'll take it. But I think that campsite would have been all right. Maybe I should have stayed there. I was in 50-50, 2 minds whether to. But when it's early, you think, oh, I could go and have a look. So yeah, it's been a good day at his Japan cycle, top to bottom. So complete the loop, get to Tokyo. I do have a few options getting down to Tokyo. So I'm not going to go to the port, which I got the ferry to Hokkaido from. There's another one just a little bit further up the coast, so it's going to be about, I think it's under 400k, like high 300k to there. And then from there, the port where I'll get to is a little bit further south, and then I think that will be about 600k to Tokyo. So it's probably about 1000k to Tokyo. And when I was speaking to those Americans, they were going to get the overnight ferry from that port in Hokkaido, the other one, where you can get the overnight ferry 18 hours all the way to Tokyo. So that is an option as well. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, it's a good day. Obviously, it's a milestone reached. Obviously reaching Cape Sōya at the bottom was sort of like the first sort of like part of the trip. Then there's like the middle section, which is like the longest, top to bottom, and so that's now done. And then it's like complete the loop to Tokyo. But the thing is, with Tokyo, I don't have a sort of final destination point. I'll find a bike shop and get a box, and then put my bike in the box and go, oh, it's over. But yeah, there's some. Yeah, so I've got to think of like an iconic point, even if I do it. So I kind of have to sort out the logistics. Otherwise, there won't be an end point. But does there have to be an end point? I don't know. But it would just be weird not having something. So up to this point, it's been very clear points, and now there isn't one. Obviously, there is a point. It's just riding your bike. Yeah, that's enough rambling. I'll get showered and look for food. I've just come out the hotel, literally right outdoor the hotel. There they go, off to wherever they're going. It's just a bit bizarre. Coming out of the hotel, just seeing them walking across the road. Just feel like I'm at the bloody North Pole though.